I wish I knew myself better before I got married. When I used to work with couples who'd married a long time, I'd often hear this sentence quite a lot. They'd come to me because they felt at some level incompatible. I was always intrigued that it wasn't their partner they felt, it wasn't that they didn't know well enough before committing, but it was rather themselves. Hi, I'm Lavin-Pell, marriage and family therapist and relationship coach. The mistake that most people often make when looking for a spouse is they look for someone who's exactly like them. They imagine being with a partner who shares all their interests and talents and passions and sometimes even personality traits, but because they think that that will enable them to develop in the best way possible. What they discovered was that they actually needed someone who could complement their strengths and support them in areas where they were weak, not someone who had exactly the same strengths as themselves. Let me give you an example. A guy who has a great need for high impact sport might imagine he needs a woman who shares that exact same interest, someone who can go with him to the games, who might be involved in the same sports in her own right, someone who he could talk about with it. But in reality, he might need a woman who appreciates his hobby, but gives him the space and the time to pursue it on his own, not someone who is exactly the same kind of sporty as himself. Perhaps, though, she's great at listening to him, which is a real need that he has. Similarly, a woman who's very social might imagine that she needs a husband who's very social as well, while in reality, she might be far better off with a less outgoing husband, who only occasionally makes time for his friends, but who accepts her need to be social and actively supports her in other ways. In short, before you get into a relationship, you need to have a clear idea about what your core needs are, which you can meet for yourself and which you need help with from your partner. If you get this wrong by not acknowledging what your real needs are or expecting someone else to meet them for you, it'll create an imbalance in the relationship. It's always very unfair to your partner. The more we are aware about what really makes us tick, what makes us feel whole, and what will best enable us to connect with someone else, the better able we'll be to find and create a loving and lasting relationship. If that's something you need help with, please get in touch with me. Whether you've been trying to find love for a while or at the very beginning of this journey, having support along the way can help you understand the most important parts of who you are so that those can shine through and attract just the right person. Check out some of my other vlogs and see how I work with my clients at each stage of the relationship. There I show you how I work with clients at each phase of the relationship process. I'm Lavin-Pell from Loving Wisely, helping you create great relationships right from the start.